See, what most people don't understand and what the audience needs to understand that this is a 1%. These are 1% situations that could be career enders for you, for anybody who's doing this. And you don't know where that 1% is coming from. So much like you, Mark, I believe that like leadership is caring. Like you want to care about the people that work for you. And so you are correct in that it feels like the next natural step is just to be friends. If you truly are caring about them, you're asking about their vacation plans, the people that they're dating, their marriage, their goals for their lives. These are all the things you want to be asking about to connect their personal lives with what they do at work. But the line has to be drawn when it's, hey, let's go on double dates with the wives and the girlfriends, or hey, let's go to a Raider game and go hang out, or let's go on a one-on-one dinner. Look, you can go on 100 one-on-one dinners with a member of the opposite sex, and 99% of the time, nothing's going to go wrong. But then there could be that 1%, and then we're really talking about that 1% mark that makes it really challenging. And so, you have to know where that line is between being friendly and empathetic and like truly being friends. Look, I, excuse me, but I tell fart jokes with my buddies. Okay. I wouldn't do that with my employees. And when I have, I've gotten burned.
Yeah. I think there's a line of professionalism that you can't cross even in a friendship, right? When there's the boss thing. But KG, how do you think through this a 1%, maybe it's even bigger than that. I'd be willing to concede that this friendship may backfire, but look at the richness you get by having a deeper relationship. How do you calculate those costs? Why do you exchange the deepness for the lack of risk?
Yeah, I'm not.
That's that.
I'm not. And that's what I'm talking about. Look, I'm not interested in having deep conversations with my employees about my family and mental health issues and all sorts of things that are going on in my family. When I'm talking to my employees and my salespeople, I'm trying to coach them where they go. I feel like I'm a steward of their career. And in the short time they work for me, I want to make them better. And I want them to go someplace else and do great things. Okay. So I care about them. I love them. I say that word. I love them. I love them. But I don't cross that line. I don't cross the line into some real friendship where we're going to go to a concert together or something like that, because you just don't know where that problem is going to
Oh,
come for. But I can still care about them deeply. I can still care about them deeply, but I won't cross that line.
listen, I think I found in my career that the closer I bring people, the more ability I have to impact their performance in their life. And ultimately, that's what I want to have is an impact. I think the definition of a leader is you have efficacy, the ability to affect change. I can change somebody's mindset, their beliefs, their activities. And I think the best way to do that is have a personal hook. KG, how do you when things get personal, when they get personal with you, do you draw a line and stop? A lot of conversations I've had with reps that have helped them hit quota has been helping them deal with their wife, who they have been mistreating for the last 6 months and need to go on a freaking date instead of doing another sales call to
Mm.
unblock them from crushing their next quarter. How do you think through that stuff?
Yeah, man. This is where I am not going to be the full on therapist. If it starts to get really deep, and I've had those kinds of conversations where salespeople feel comfortable with me and they're unveiling really challenging things in their lives, from really big medical issues to relationship issues and parental issues and stuff like that. This is where I can go up to a point, and then my recommendation ends up being, hey, you might actually see some professional help in this area, because I can only be a therapist up to a certain point, and I can tell you how I would experience and handle these kinds of things, but this is better suited for somebody else. And honestly, do you really want your sales reps telling you about all their medical issues? In today's day and age, Mark, you do not. And friends have those discussions, but you don't want to be in a scenario where somebody's unveiling all their medical issues to you, and then you have to take action on them. And then they go, "Oh, you did that because I told you that I had some sort of medical issue and I was going to be out. Oh, yeah, and we're trying to get pregnant. Hey, congratulations, we're pregnant." And then you fire that person because of some other objective thing. And then they go, "Oh, no, no, no. You fired me because I was going to be out on maternity leave or FMLA leave for 6 months." That is, again,
Let
that's a
me
one percenter. That's a one percenter, Mark.